Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Easter eggs and callbacks in the Book of Boba Fett. For this list, we're looking at small details and subtle references in Disney's Mandalorian spin-off series. We will be discussing key plot points, so this is your spoiler alert. Which of these details did you love? What else did you catch? Tell us in the comments. Number 10. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The Book of Boba Fett features several nods to legendary moments in movie history. The flashback to the Great Purge of Mandalore has obvious Terminator vibes. In the same episode, the Rhodian girl watching Din Djarin in his N1 starfighter recalls 1978's Superman. But it was Cad Bane's appearance that had us jumping out of our seats. A recurring antagonist in the Clone Wars, Bane was inspired by Lee Van Cleef's character Angel Eyes in Sergio Leone's classic spaghetti western The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Fittingly, his standoff with Cobb Vanth and his deputy Scott echoes the iconic showdown in Leone's film. Number 9. Robert Rodriguez's cameos.
I used to work for him.
It's even weirder for him.
1,000 tidings to the new daimyo.
The cameos were strong with this series. Some, like Thundercat as Modifier, were hard to miss, while others were more low-key. Max Lloyd-Jones, who doubled as Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, appeared as a New Republic pilot. Executive producer and director Robert Rodriguez also gave himself a few cameos. He voices the Trandoshan Doc Strassi, as well as Mos Espa's Ithorian Mayor Mukshaiz.
Here's the tribute I offer. Some advice. Running a family is more complicated than bounty hunting.
Incidentally, Episode 3, which Rodriguez directed, reunited him with Danny Trejo, who had roles in Rodriguez's films Desperado and Spy Kids, among others. Number 8. Camtono.
It's all there. We'll leave the spice and take the credits back to Mos Eisley. The rest will follow.
The galaxy far, far away sometimes has unexpected uses for objects from our own Milky Way. Take an ordinary ice cream maker, or in Star Wars, a Camtono. This security container can be seen in a few episodes of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett.
I have a Camtono of Beskar waiting for you upon delivery of the asset.
But its most obvious appearance in the latter comes in the episode From the Desert Comes a Stranger, when the Pikes use it to hold credits and later explosives.
Wait! You forgot your Camtono!
The object's origins go back to The Empire Strikes Back, where a character called Wilro Hood can be seen evacuating Cloud City clutching his precious ice cream maker. Their security container. Maybe it's a security container for very important ice cream. Number 7. Bigger Beasts. Several Star Wars characters debuted in animation before transitioning to live action, like Ahsoka and Cad Bane. Boba Fett is actually among them. He first appeared in 1978's Star Wars Holiday Special, before the release of The Empire Strikes Back in 1980.
You saved my life. Thank you.
You are alone?
I have 2 droids. We've come in search of a ship that crashed near here.
Maybe I can help you. I am Boba Fett.
This is possibly alluded to in the Book of Boba Fett's 3rd episode. When he receives a Rancor, he expresses his wish to ride it, boasting that he's ridden even larger mounts.
I want to learn to ride this one.
You what?
I want to ride it. I've ridden beasts 10 times its size.
While the holiday special isn't canon, this could refer to the animal that Boba Fett was riding there, a horned saurian called Pars Ichthyodont. Number 6. Never upset a Wookiee. Back in A New Hope, Han warned C-3PO and R2-D2 that Wookiees can rip someone's arm off.
Nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose. Wookiees are known to do that.
At the time, it seemed like it might have just been bluster. But in a deleted scene from The Force Awakens, Chewie actually did just that. Disarming Unkar Plutt.
Half a Wookiee isn't much.
The Book of Boba Fett sees Black Chrysanthemum follow suit in another callback to Han's warning. The gladiator turned bounty hunter, who originated in Marvel Comics' Darth Vader series, flies into a rage and tears off a Trandoshan's arm. Trandoshans have a long history of hunting Wookiees, hence Black Chrysanthemum's anger. The species can regenerate limbs, by the way, so it's not that bad. Number 5. Familiar droids. R2-D2 delighted fans when he showed up in the penultimate episode, but the series also packed in a slew of other lesser-known droids. 88 worked as Jabba's droid torturer in Return of the Jedi before being reactivated and serving Boba Fett.
I do not torture.
Respectfully, Lord Fett, on Tatooine, you must project strength.
The RX series pilot droid in the casino looks like R3X, who debuted on the simulator ride Star Tours at Disney parks before transitioning to TV with Star Wars Rebels. There are many other droid types shown in the series, but our favorite is Pelimato's BD unit.
Where does this panel go? Thanks, little guy.
BDs were introduced in the game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where BD-1 serves as Cal Kestis's adorable sidekick. We can't assume this is BD-1 specifically, but it is just as cute. Number 4. Boba Fett's history with Cad Bane.
Don't toy with me. I'm not a little boy any longer, and you are an old man.
The Season 1 finale featured a climactic battle between a Rancor-riding Boba Fett and 2 Scorpionic droids. Based on concept art for Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, these beefed-up droidicas had previously only appeared in reference books. However, the showdown between Boba and Cad Bane included an even more interesting callback. After the Clone Wars series was cancelled, the multimedia project The Clone Wars Legacy revealed what could have been. One story arc included Cad Bane mentoring a young Boba Fett, which is why the former mentions his final lesson.
Consider this my final lesson. Look out for yourself. Anything else is weakness.
The bounty hunters end up dueling, and both are shot. This is how Boba's helmet got dented, and probably why Cad Bane has that metal plate on his head. Number 3. Tosche Station. Luke was famously about to head into Tosche Station before events sent him down a very different path.
Take these two over to the garage, will you? I want them cleaned up before dinner.
But I was going into Tosche Station to pick up some power converters.
You can waste time with your friends when your chores are done.
He actually did make it to the repair shop in a deleted scene from A New Hope, telling his friends Biggs Darklighter, Lay's Fixer Lonosner, and Cammy Marstrap about signs of a space battle.
But there was a lot of firing earlier. Hey!
I tell you, Luke, the rebellion's a long way from here.
This planet,
big hunk of nothing.
I doubt if the Empire'd even fight to save the system.
In the Book of Boba Fett, Boba tracks a Nikto gang to the station and rescues a couple there.
You said it's not right.
Confirmed in the credits, this couple is none other than Lay's and his girlfriend Cammy. Wonder if they know what a big deal Luke became. Number 2. Yoda Callbacks.
You're trying too hard. Don't try. Do.
Both The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett have given us fascinating looks at what Luke was up to between The Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. Luke has enrolled Grogu as the first student in his new Jedi school, teaching him as Yoda once taught Luke. Some of the callbacks are obvious, as when Luke quotes his old master. Others are a bit more subtle, such as when Luke levitates frogs to amaze his student, just as Yoda once lifted Luke's X-Wing. He also carries Baby Yoda in a backpack, recalling the way Yoda hitched a ride in The Empire Strikes Back. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ralph McQuarrie's painting of Jabba's palace. A speeder crashes through a reproduction, although Luke has been removed. A familiar crest. The crest on the wall in Grogu's flashback marks Barriss Offee's quarters. Max Rebo. The musician who entertained Jabba in Return of the Jedi now performs in Sanctuary. The Wart. This scene recalls Return of the Jedi. As well as Qui-Gon Jinn's maxim, there's always a bigger fish. The Bomar Order. These spider droids carry the brains of monks, whose monastery became Jabba's palace. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Beggar's Canyon details.
Well, how was it?
Wizard.
Fans are calling for Bryce Dallas Howard to direct a Star Wars film after her excellent episodes for The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. Her episode for the latter is packed with references and callbacks. In a nod to A New Hope, Din asks the Jawas for a cryogenic density combustion booster, which is what Han uses to slow down the garbage compactor. There's also a reference to the Phantom Menace when Din Djarin describes his new Naboo N1 starfighter as Wizard.
This is so wizard, and I'm sure you'll do it this time.
But most impressive of all is the detailed reproduction of Anakin's pod racing route. In Beggar's Canyon, the gate that Anakin smashed through is still broken.
What did I tell you, Razor Crest?
You could see the debris on the ground. That is incredible attention to detail. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.